Welcome to another logical property management and realty deep dive into Metro Detroit cities and neighborhoods. Home values across America have increased faster than rents, short-term rentals are floundering, and gone are the rock-bottom mortgage rates of the pandemic era. So where can investors still find affordable rental properties that cash flow? Well, Metro Detroit, that's where. This is one of the last metro areas in the US where you can still find properties for $100,000 that give you a solid rental income from day one.
We're doing these deep dive series to help investors like you better understand our local market so you know where to invest with confidence and avoid analysis paralysis. Today, we're diving into an overview of the city of Inkster in Wayne County. Inkster is situated halfway between downtown Detroit and Ann Arbor, where U of M is located. It's bordered by Dearborn Heights to the east, Garden City to the north, and Westland to the west. The city was founded in 1825, incorporated as a village in 1926, then as a city in 1964. It's named after Robert Inkster, a Scottish immigrant that became a successful person in the local lumber industry. Inkster started as a small sawmill settlement and then grew rapidly in the 1930s and 40s as people from down south moved here to work at Ford Motor Company factories.
Unfortunately, Inkster's growth was largely shaped by Dearborn's residency discrimination policies, which kept black workers from settling in Ford's adjacent company town, driving up Inkster's population instead. Some interesting facts. Malcolm X lived here from 1952 to 1953 after being released from prison and began his career as a Nation of Islam minister. World War II's poster girl, Rosie the Riveter, lived and worked in Inkster, her real name being Geraldine Hoff Doyle. And the members of the Motown girl group, the Marvelettes, Hey Mr. Postman, all attended Inkster High School. So why invest in Inkster? Well, it's got very attractive property prices and rents that generate high rent-to-price ratios, clearly going past the 1% rule everybody uses. Currently, the average sales price is about $106,000. Average rent, $1,389. That leads to an average rent-to-price ratio of 1.3. There's currently 83 listings for sale, ranging from $55,000 up to $350,000. 91 rental listings going from $825 up to $2,981. So the crazy thing is that these relatively low prices are actually nearly 3 times what they were 5 or 6 years ago. This is one of the few ring cities where you can find rentals under $100,000. But there's always a reason for relatively low prices. We rank Inkster as a Class C city. It currently has a vacancy rate of almost 17% and has struggled for the past 10 years with blighted housing. The good news is the city is actually fighting against this blight issue and announced a plan earlier this year to expand their efforts to address these things either through demolitions or through repairing properties. So while there are challenges here, the outlook for growth via gentrification is positive, and we're predicting the city property values and rents will appreciate to Class B within the next 5 years or so. That means investors buying rentals here should really understand the current trade-off between higher returns and higher risks, while waiting for the gentrification to improve the values of their properties here. So if that sounds like you, let's look at some actual properties on the market right now. Okay, now let's look at some houses in Inkster. The market here varies greatly, so we're going to cover a few quick ones you'll want to be careful about, and a few that actually look promising. The first one is 4135 Allen Street. It's on the market for $45,000. 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 972 square feet. The ad straight up says it's for the right buyer looking to renovate and build value. And there are no interior pictures. So even at $45,000, it's probably going to need $30,000 to $40,000 in renovations. We can't see the interior, but just from experience, that's the range. Another cheap one is 28658 Glenwood Street, going for $55,000. 2 bedroom, 1 bath, 750 square feet, currently tenant occupied, sold as is. It has 11 photos and the kitchen floor doesn't even exist. I'm honestly surprised it's occupied. Inkster requires a rental inspection every couple of years, so I can't believe it passed. From the pictures, this needs at least 15 to 20 grand in work. The first really good one is 29707 Birchwood. It's north of Michigan Avenue, so it's in a better area. It's freshly renovated, a true turnkey. The 12 photos show the interior's been totally redone, LVP planking, new kitchen countertops, and cabinets. It's listed at $100,000. Zillow says you'll get $1,324 in rent. We'd say $1,200 to $1,400, give it a range. Zillow also says it's only worth $92,500. But this is the type of property most investors are thinking about. This would probably be Class B, and as long as it passes a really good inspection, it's something to look into. Another one is 29177 Rosewood, going for $110,000, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, about 1,000 square feet. Totally renovated, but it does have carpeting, which we like to avoid. The kitchen's pretty limited, but it is a brick house, and tenants tend to like brick more than frame, all things being equal. So this could be another potential purchase that would make you some money. Zillow rent is $1,367. Zestimate is $109,700. So it's more lined up with the market. We'd say $1,200 to $1,400 in rent depending on the time of year. The last one is a little pricier. 29468 Edward Drive. It's going for $100,000 to $25,000. 3-bed, 1-bath, 1,000 square foot brick ranch. 26 photos show an updated bathroom, brand new kitchen, fresh paint throughout. It's in pretty good shape near Cherry Hill, which is a better area. The rental Zestimate is $1,569 and the Zestimate is $127,200. I'm a little curious why they're pushing the rent that high. It is a better area, but we'd say $1,300 to $1,500 to be safe. You don't want to overestimate and find out the market teaches you a lesson. But all these properties, if you're looking at the rent to price ratios, are definitely above 1.0. So this is something you could really invest in and get a decent return on. So Inkster's worth a serious look. So that's the market in Inkster. If you want to invest here with confidence, not guesswork, that's what we do at Logical Property Management. We know this market block by block, so you don't have to. Want the full breakdown on Inkster? Our deep dive article covers the area's history, detailed rental analysis, data scorecards, and more. And don't miss our exclusive interactive map of Metro Detroit cities and Detroit neighborhoods. Sign up free for a limited time to unlock color-coded classifications and new features as they roll out. Contact us today at logicalpm.com.